Back in 2020, Fanta released the What the Fanta mystery flavour. It was green and there were 3 different varieties that were all unidentifiable from each other. I reviewed all 3, I gave my predictions on what the flavours were, and now Fanta have officially revealed what those flavours were. Let's see how close I was. Hello everyone, welcome to Food Review UK Vlogs, my name's MJ, and yes, this video is about What the Fanta, not only the green one that came out in 2020, but also some variants that have been released, and a brand new one that is coming out very soon, possibly globally-ish, certainly in the UK and I think Europe. So this is a really exciting video for me to make. I found the What the Fanta from last year really exciting. Not only was it really readily available, like when I bought it from Asda there were tons on the shelf, but also it was just a really fun thing, and in what was a really tough year, it was a fun little thing to do. So the other reason why making this video really excites me is because I've been trying to find out this information for like more than 6 months, getting on for like 9 months. Pretty soon after I bought the flavours, I was trying to find out from Fanta what the flavours were. I emailed them a few times, I messaged them on Instagram, and I filled out online survey forms and all that, contact forms rather. Never heard back from them. However, I messaged Coca-Cola this week on Instagram, and Coca-Cola GB, they tantalisingly built up my excitement and actually told me the information, so I was so chuffed that they actually replied to my messages. As I said in that intro, I did do a review. I basically bought 6 because the bottles were unidentifiable from each other, so I had to buy like as many as possible to make sure that I definitely hit all the flavours, which I fortunately did. And in this video I'll insert little clips from my actual reactions to that. Anyway, without further ado guys, I'm going to talk about the What the Fanta flavours and what the flavours were revealed. Stay tuned if you want to see more information about the new flavours that are coming out shortly. Anyway, so in my review, the first one that I had, or the first one that I tasted, I basically settled on it being apple and pear. Now it turns out this flavour was actually officially apple and lychee. So I can kind of understand my confusion there. Lychee and pear, they're both quite fragrant fruits. They're similar, but this is by no means not a win for me. I will say I was right about one thing, and that was that every flavour, all 3 flavours, were apple and. I wonder if they're all apple. I wonder if they're all apple and. I got that pretty early on after I had the second flavour, so I was really happy with myself for that. Apple and pear has got a distinctly almost medicinal smell and taste. Almost, it has the smell of like Benadryl. So as you saw there, I picked up on like what I thought was like a fragrant fruit. I was actually really confident by the end that it was pear as I tried the other flavours. It was lychee. Okay, that's cool. But actually that's a really cool flavour. That's an interesting flavour from Fanta. I'm glad that they chose that. So the second flavour, I tasted it and I was getting like some soury citrus notes, so I was again pretty confident that it was apple and lime. Now it turns out the official flavour was actually apple, lemon and cactus. So again, I feel like I kind of hit the post on this one. I got, you know, half of it right with the apple, the easier flavour to get. And I said lime, I guess lemon and cactus. I've never had the combination of lemon and cactus. I've obviously had lemon, and I have actually had cactus flavour things as well. Cactus flavour things, they have a very, I don't know if you would say it's like a chlorophyll taste, but like a very green vegetal sort of leaf taste. It does, that pungency does come through in cactus. So maybe I got like a hint of the greeny leafy type taste mixed with lemon. You can kind of see how I got to lime. That one basically tastes like apple and lime. This one sort of feels unmistakably apple and lime. But yeah, I didn't quite get this one right. Hit the post, but pretty close nonetheless. And then the last flavour was sort of the one that I was closest to, I think I'd say. It was the last of the 6 bottles that I had, so I only got 1 bottle of this, and I was worried that I didn't have all 3 flavours in that original video. But anyway, sipped it, or rather I knew straight away from the smell. tasted it, and I was getting melon. So I said it was apple and melon. Now the official flavour was actually apple, watermelon and banana. The interesting thing about this one is that I saw a lot of people online saying that they were tasting like candy floss and bubblegum. I think the one that people were tasting was bubblegum was actually this one. I sort of wish I had another one in front of me so that I could try it again to see if I would pick up on any of the banana notes. But I think the fake banana flavour, maybe mixed with some of those other fruits, gave a tutti fruity kind of taste. And of course, bubblegum is basically just a very artificial tasting tutti frutti. Bubblegum is a mixed fruit flavour. So I can kind of see why people went down that route or tasted that. I'm almost getting melon. And then this one, it's definitely fruitier. And it definitely has the fragrance of melon. I think that's apple and melon. Again, all of them, I'm certain they're all apple. They're definitely all apple. Yeah, and the middle one's definitely lime. Oh my god, I don't know what the hell's going on. It's making the back of my throat sting. I'm really happy with this one. I think the melon flavours were not the strongest, so I'm really happy to have got just pretty close with apple and melon, whereas the real one was apple, watermelon and banana. So yeah, again, very close. So actually guys, I have to say, I am really proud of myself for how close I got to these flavours. And god, that video was so fun to make. I rewatched it in preparation for making this video, and it was so much fun. And I am excited to do it again. So let's talk about just the world with What the Fanta. There's been an additional release. There's been like a reddy magenta purple version that came out in Europe, in like the European continent. I know I'm not in the European not Great Britain is what I mean. So we didn't get it in the UK, but yeah, in Greater Europe they did. I don't know what the flavour was. Can't find any information about this. The whole What the Fanta flavour release, it's actually really difficult to find official information online. Even since then, I think actually at the moment they might have a black mystery flavour Fanta in Russia, although I don't think it's branded up as What the Fanta. But in any case, we are getting a new release, and we are getting it in the UK as well. This is going to be officially launched in March. However, I have heard and seen that some people have already got it from Co-op, and Spar are promoting heavily that they've got them, even though I know someone who's been to Spar and they didn't have it. As in a specific Spar branch advertised on social media that they had it, and then when he went to that specific branch they didn't have it and they'd never even heard of it. So there's a bit of a disconnect between the marketing and the actual availability there. In any case, we are getting a blue What the Fanta this spring. Now this release, I think it's going to be a little bit easier to find all of the flavours, because I haven't seen the bottles in detail, but apparently each of the bottles has got a different QR code. So again, there's going to be 3 different varieties, and hopefully this time the QR codes, well, the old one didn't have QR codes at all, but hopefully the QR codes are going to be different enough from each other that you can easily spot the difference. And especially in these COVID times, you don't really want to be rooting through all different kinds of bottles. You don't want to be unnecessarily touching things. So hopefully it's going to be really easy to determine what the different ones are. So hopefully I'll just need to buy 3 and it will guarantee that you get all 3. And what are those QR codes used for? Well, if you scan them, it will take you to basically a treasure hunt of clues for finding out what the flavours actually are. So these ones might be a little bit easier to suss out as well. Now, of course, when I do the review for these, which I'm going to try and do as soon as possible, I won't be using the clues. I will probably look at the clues after trying them and see if we can suss out any further. But yeah, I am so happy that Fanta are doing this, because as I say, it was so fun. It was genuinely one of our most fun videos from last year. Also very delightfully picked up by Google, as they've sort of done it up with the sort of different sections which they do on some videos, which is amazing. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Did you try the What the Fanta? Were you close on the flavours? I'd love to hear that. If you're new, subscribe for more, and stay tuned for that blue What the Fanta review, which is coming soon. Cheers. Sorry, it's a candy. You know it's candy.